is what to expect in today's video.
Notice he was not given the jacket by the father because of the dream. The father did not give him the jacket because the son had a dream. The son had a dream because he was given a jacket by his father. So understand, the jacket is not pursuing the dream. It is the dream that is coming after the jacket. The jacket was a conditioning.
Oh, shalom. Hello there. Welcome to the Watchers Blog. Thank you for joining us today. If you are coming for the first time, welcome. So in today's video, we're going to be watching as Prophet Emmanuel Makandiwa was teaching us on how we can prepare ourselves for the next level that might be coming in our lives. He also teaches us on how we can create supernatural experiences in our lives, and he was teaching, making reference to the life of Joseph the dreamer, who was given a jacket by his father, and the jacket was in a way preparing him for what was going to happen in the land of Egypt. To actually understand more, be sure to watch the video to the very end. Remember, if you haven't subscribed, please be sure to subscribe to this video. Remember to also share it with your family and friends so that YouTube recommends it to other believers like you. Stay blessed. Shalom.
There is a way that you can participate in the creation of experiences that are supernatural. Why the jacket had to be of many colors? There is a law called the law of separation in the Bible. In Deuteronomy 22 verse number 11. And that law was represented by the jacket, which had many colors.
Deuteronomy 22 verse 11. Thou shalt not wear a garment of divers sorts.
Of diverse sorts. Now, if you're going to study that, you'll understand the diverse sorts refers to different fabrics and many colors. And he's going to advise them not to combine wool, which you get from the animal skin, and fabric that you get from cotton. Such a combination was forbidden by God for a reason that if I'm to get time, I'll explain to you.
Thank you.
But I just want to focus on the many colors that we find on the jacket. I want you to keep on reading. Now we are getting into the mysterious part, so I want our viewers to watch. Okay?
Thou shalt not wear a garment of divers sorts, as of woolen and linen together. Thou shalt make thee fringes upon the four quarters of thy vesture, wherewith thou coverest thyself.
Now, if you study the whole chapter, he talks about many things concerning this law of separation, that you can't have a donkey and an ox tied together working in the field. Why? Because they carry different levels of strength. And he explains as well why you should not have two crops in the same garden. There was a reason for that. But focusing on many colors here, I want you to understand that this was even before the law, the 10 commandments, were given to Moses. When Joseph had the jacket, that was before.
Yes, Father.
So it could have been a law now that is coming in the future, which had already been given to certain people in a different dispensation. Some, they are getting it as a law, but some, they could pick it spiritually. I want you to hear this. If every other brother had a similar jacket, then this jacket wouldn't have been unique. It means this was different.
Yes.
It was out of their style
Yes, Father.
as the children of Jacob, which are the children of Israel,
Yes.
which is the Hebrew nation.
Yes.
So they had their own attire, different from the rest of the nations. Now, the things that God is telling Israel not to do, not to mix, He has not told that to any of the nations on the face of the earth. Others are allowed to mix colors. Others are allowed to mix animals. Others are allowed to mix crops. But only Israel got that instruction from the Lord so that they would be outstanding and different. You have to get to a field and there is no one present. And before you can steal from that field, you have to know that this field belonged to a Hebrew person. When they get to war and they are fighting, it will be easy for you to know that that's a Jew. That's a Hebrew. It was like they had a certain way of dressing and covering themselves. God wanted them to be outstanding. So you would not steal from the field that is owned by a Hebrew guy and you say, I didn't know. The way that you look at the arrangement of crops. You would know this area I don't touch. They have a God that protects everything that they have because of their first fruit. You don't touch that. But this is the issue. Putting on garments in that time, according to what I've studied, you'll notice that clothes of multiple colors were being worn in Egypt. There is nothing that Joseph witnessed in a dream that his father had no understanding of. His father knew where this young man was heading. But the thing that was confusing to him as a father was, how is this dream going to come about? How do I condition my son who is a Hebrew son? How do I manipulate his atmosphere so that he can tap into dreams that are foreign, dreams and visions that are not Hebrew in nature? I don't want God to send a dream and then my son is disqualified from receiving such a dream because he is a Hebrew. I will put a jacket on him that represents the Gentiles, so that if God is going to give him solutions that are foreign, that are beyond the nation of Israel, God would not hesitate transporting my son into a foreign land, because I have already conditioned him. I've created an environment around my son which makes him compatible with Egypt. Notice he was not given the jacket by the father because of the dream. The father did not give him the jacket because the son had a dream. The son had a dream because he was given a jacket by his father. So understand, the jacket is not pursuing the dream. It is the dream that is coming after the jacket. The jacket was a conditioning. He's training his son for a mission which is beyond the borders. Get used to it, my son. That conditioning, a true spiritual father must be able to do that. Ah, my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Now I can prove to you that the day that Joseph lost the jacket, we never get to hear of any dream that he had again. Why is it that a physical mere jacket is taken away from him by his brothers? When they took him, cast him into the pit, they recovered his jacket, slaughtered the sheep, dipped it in the blood, took it back to the father.
Yes.
We don't hear of any significant dream that Joseph ever had again after the removal of the jacket. But then the removal, the lifting of the jacket was the introduction of another dimension, which is the interpretation of the dreams. You must have these two manifestations. As a child of God, you must be a notable dreamer. And an interpreter. Every dream that you have must be followed by an interpretation. Had the jacket not been taken away from him, he would have continued dreaming. Like some of you, you always dream. Everything that you share with your brothers and your sisters is a dream, not the interpretation of it. So there must be a moment when the jacket is lifted from you, and then there is an introduction of another dimension where you dream. From the day that you were born, you have been dreaming. But you must get to a certain point in your life where that phase becomes obsolete. And then you enter into a phase of interpretation of those dreams that you had growing up. But somebody must be responsible of switching off that light and switching on the next light. Because a dream without its interpretation, it's vanity. It's vanity. How do you get to that level where you can have every dream that you have had getting its interpretation, pairing every dream?
Yes, 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 yes.
So now we have Joseph, who is no longer just a dreamer, but an interpreter of dreams. Because the level that you require now in Egypt, which will bring about your promotion, is no longer the dream level. Because they are dreamers. You are at par with your classmate, your workmate. Your product is all over the market. if you are to go only by dreams. There is a commodity that is scarce: the ability to interpret. That is what Egypt is dying for. That graduation, I pray that someone